Facebook just like said goodbye and they stopped the stream when we started, but I think it's keep going, so we might be good now. Yeah, it's still going. I'm gonna talk to you for a second. I'm gonna pull it up on the here. I know that this week we had problems with Facebook and YouTube as well, and I think they were both doing updates, and then they weren't talking to each other and all sorts of different things. So I'm just very quickly gonna go on and see. But if you are there, just do say hello. Oh, I can see Lucy's coming in, Alicia's is coming in. Just do say hello. So I know that you are here and you are with me. So naughty Facebook. Right, let me just pull this feed up. Right, okay. Yeah, totally beads. We are there. Very good. Brilliant. YouTube, we are there as well. Very good. So let's get going. Hoping that they're not gonna throw us off. I know I was doing something on Wednesday and it threw me off 3 times. So hoping, fingers crossed, everything is going to be all right now. Right, how are we doing on this very lovely Sunday morning? It's quite sunny out there, and I'm hoping to go for a nice walk later on if I can get my children out of their bedroom. And Christopher loves playing with his mates at the moment on his computer, but he can't go be on his computer all day, can he? So he has to come out with me. Right, so today I got somebody back, you've seen, and she's been back, and she's back again. I'm so excited. And she's going to show us a very easy way to make rings, how to wrap around a gemstone bead. The cost is kind of minimal because you only need 1 bead. I mean, you could use crystal beads or you could use anything else as well, but I think because you only need 1, gemstones bead is quite special. So all this week, we've been working with lovely gemstone beads, doing all sorts of different things, different rings and bits of pieces. So it's only fitting that we have got this lovely guest coming in and showing us. Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Natalie's back. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah. It's mixed weather here. It was bright this morning, starting to go a bit cloudy again, so might do the same. If it stays dry, might go for a nice walk somewhere, enjoy the bank holiday weekend and make the most of not being in tomorrow.
Oh, look at this. Lucy has given you a name here, a pet name here. Miss Gemstone. So we've got Miss Rainbow, who is Joe. You're going to be Miss Gemstone.
That's fine.
Jenny's saying, good morning from Spain. Good morning. Let us know how's the weather in Spain. It must be nice and sunny and much warmer than here, I guess. But never know. Right. You're always hoping like, oh, the next week it's going to warm up and I can get my flip-flop out. But you never know. You might once everybody's saying hi to Natalie. So what have you been up to since the last time we have seen you?
Just making. Still doing loads of pendants because I love doing them. Been practicing some coils as well with wire this weekend. So I've turned one into a bracelet. Been making little earrings, which are also gemstone, little flowers. Yeah, just enjoying making and being busy. Nothing new. Not been able to really go anywhere properly yet still. So just walking.
No, I just I'm so dying to have my hair done and my nails done, but I said to Simon, until I get my vaccine, I'm not going to go anywhere. So I'm just being really cautious. So I can book now, but the nearest I can book in was 38 miles away. And I don't think I should drive 38 miles so to have it done. So I'm waiting until one of the centers opens up closer to here. Yeah. Oh, Ruth, thank you so much. I always forget to say this. Please hit the like button if you like what we do. If you like the make, just give us a like for Natalie because she works so hard. And we made a video, so we're going to have a much better quality viewing for you. And yeah, she works so hard on this. So just give her a thumbs up, give her a like, press that like button. Everybody's saying good to see you again. Happy bank holiday to everybody as well. Yeah, I keep forgetting it's bank holiday, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like I'm thinking like, oh, tomorrow I'm going to do this. I'm thinking, no, actually, tomorrow's bank holiday. The kids are still at home, and then like, yeah, Kieran is saying he loves Spain, so I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow. Right. Okay. So, shall we? How do you want to do it? Shall we go ahead and play the video for everybody, and then we come back and talk about it a little bit, or do you want to talk us through first? It's up to you.
Have a look at the rings first if you want to.
Yeah, let's pop down to your mat. I'm hoping that Simon kicked all my children off the internet here, so we're gonna have a really good. There we go.
Okay, so they're really simple, quite elegant looking, and you can do all sorts once you've got your basic ring shank. So all you're going to need is your 0.8 mil wire, and you're going to need about 25 centimeters of that. Ring mandrel is preferable. If you've got one, you could use a pen or something to shape it, but this is going to give you an accurate idea of your size. And then your lovely gemstone beads as well. And as Kitti says, you can use any beads you fancy, providing I think they aren't the Kitti. So yeah, they're really, really simple to do, and you can get lots of different desired effects. My beads just rolling off the table there. I think this would take you 10 minutes to make, and the possibilities are endless.
Absolutely. I'm just gonna pop the links in for the ring mandrel in the chat. So like we got a ring, the one we're putting in a chat, so it's a ring mandrel and a ring sizer as well, because it's well and good to have a ring mandrel, but if you don't know what size is your ring, and like my hand can go up and down in sizes, and the same way as I'm go up in sizes. So I think it's only $8.99 on Amazon, and you get all these rings so you can size your finger up, and then you get the mandrel as well to work off it. But I love those rings because like you will see, it's so easy to do in the video, like really, really easy. I think it only takes like 5 minutes to make a ring, and it's just, you know, it's just not a nice quick make. And we got a couple of bundles on the website as well, which I'm gonna actually pop and very quickly show to you as well. So easy to you know, you can make so many rings out of that one. There is 15-16 pieces of gemstones in there. So let me just add the link in here as well, and then we are good to go. So I'm gonna pop back to here. Very quickly gonna show you on the website. I just need to, I had to move all these windows out when Facebook kicked off. Like it's really, like sometimes it throws you off. So I move things about. Right, just give me 1 sec. So I shared the right screen with you. Okay, so I'm very quickly gonna show it to you on the website. So if you go to our website, you know the drill by now. Categories, video tutorials. Today we got the lovely gemstone rings, and all we did, we put a couple of bundles together. So each one of those bundles, you get 3 different color of wire, and I kind of matched with the tones of the gemstone beads as well. The gemstone beads, like we listed what gemstone beads we put in there, so you get one of each one of those. Like in this one you get blue, lace agate, amethyst, snowflake, cherry quartz, mapstone, fluorite, rose quartz, dilapia, all of them. Like you can go and check that what you get, but you can make a ring with each one of those. So when I looked at the colors, I matched the wire up with the colors. So you can have like this one, you got like the black, the silver, and the rose gold, which is really nicely goes with those colors. And in the other one, which is kit number 2, this must have been Scott named it kit number 1 and kit number 2. So kit number 2 is your more earthy colors. So this is gold, champagne gold, and a brand wire in there with more sort of those crystal quartz, turquoise, malachite, yellow jade, mookaite, Dalmatian jets are more of like earthy tones of gemstone beads. Right, usually it's $14.99, £12.50 today. Simon has given us a nice discount on that one, and I'm going to come back to us and then we're gonna start the demo. We're gonna be here in a corner, but you're gonna just enjoy it. I love it. I really do love it. Right, are we ready?
Yeah.
To make a really quick and simple but very pretty gemstone ring, you're going to need 1mm wire, about 25 centimeters, and you're going to need some sort of ring mandrel or something to shape your ring on, and also an 8mm bead. I'm using this lovely little amethyst here. So to start off, you're going to put your chosen bead onto your wire at about a center point. And once you've found the middle, you're just going to very gently bend the wires down to hold that bead in place centrally. And then you're going to take your ring mandrel and you're going to position it, probably be about a size larger than you want, because as we wrap the ring around, it will get a little bit smaller. Now my mandrel has got a little groove in it which will keep the bead in its centre, but it's probably best to use one without if you can. You could always try and shape it directly onto your finger. So I'm gonna start wrapping my wires around the mandrel in both directions. Turn it over just to show you. So we've got our wires sitting at the back of each other, flush, and we're going to continue to bring those wires round. So you've got one sitting at the top and sitting below your stone. And now we're going to start to curve our wire, keeping them together around the main ring shank, and we're going to start to move our wire around that bead like so. And again on the other side, we're going to bend that wire slightly to curve it around. Now if you want to, you can keep it on your ring mandrel while you're doing this, just to keep it in shape. It's a little bit fiddly. Just gonna slowly curve that wire so they fit around the bead like that. And now using our pliers, we're going to take the wire and we're going to bring that around and use our pliers just to push this down and wrap around that wire. Using your pliers, you can just press that in just to keep it nice and tight, so your wires are sitting nice and flat together, and this is tying them both securely. And we're going to do the same on the other side. We're going to bend the wire over the top, and using our pliers, we're going to bring that down so it fits nice and tight around our gemstone ring. And then we're going to do exactly the same again, just to make a couple of wraps and to secure our gemstone in place. So as I say, using your pliers, we'll just make sure you've got that extra grip. As you're using the 1mm, can be a little tougher to use, but it will also make sure that your ring holds a nice shape. And I'll do this again on this side. So you're bringing your wire over and through, So I've got 2 wraps on that side. I'm just going to finish off my 3rd wrap on here. Well, it's 2 wraps, but it looks like the 3rd with this one going across. You can just take your time on this. Just make sure it's extra neat and extra lovely. And squish that down like so. And now what I'm going to do with the ends of my wires is I'm going to trim them. And I'm going to trim them towards the bottom so they're not on the inside of the ring and they're not going to be catching against my finger. Position them. It's just slipped a little bit like so. And again on this side. Using our pliers to make sure we've tucked that end in securely. It's not going to catch on anything. And there you have a very simple but pretty wrapped ring.
I love that one. I think, like, you know, and you can do so many different things with the endings, but I'll pop the picture in. I'm just going to bring the picture in what you sent me to show and make this a little bit bigger. So as you can see here on this, do you tell us what stone is what, Natalie? I know that one is lapis, that one is amethyst. The green one looks like aventurine.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on the greeny coloured one. Let me have a little look at it.
Oh, don't worry. So as you can see, you can do all sorts of...
Pretty.
Sorry, say that again?
Either way, it's very pretty. I know what I've just picked up on though while listening back to that video. At one point I said 1 mil, and it's not 1 mil wire. These are the 0.8, so apologise for that.
So we do,
I mean, you could use the 1 mil, but the 8's far easier to shape. You can do a lot more design.
The bead doesn't go onto the 1 mil wire, so that's why we had to go down to 0.8 because of the hole is physically not big enough. So, but have a look at those rings, because as you can see, you can finish them up in all sorts of different ways. And if you want to, you can wrap the like this one, this green one at the top. You can wrap it around more than 1 time to give it a really nice look.
I've just made that.
There. Let me just bring you in the other image as well, if maybe we can see it better on this one. These are the same rings but sort of from a different angle, so you can really see, you can dress up on the sides and make them as tight as you want to, wrap it around again if you like. Kevin is saying very pretty. Min is saying thank you, Natalie. It looks so easy to make. Yes, it is really easy to make, and even you can do it. It's like these like this. So if you do sell your jewelry and like I'm hoping that, you know, we can go back to craft fairs and all sorts of different things very soon. These are the things you're gonna make your money on, because it takes you 5 minutes to make a ring, and like, you know, you can ask, because you got a gemstone in it, you can ask like £4 or £5 per ring, and people don't mind paying that much for it. Everybody's saying malachite. Maybe that was the malachite. I don't know. From looking at the picture, if it's in front of me, like I can properly see it better. But there's so many.
Tends to have like bands, darker bands in it. That one's not got any bands in it. Not sure what that is.
It's on the description in the kit anyhow. I'm really saying very pretty. That looks so lovely. Right, before we go any further, I have to say thank you for Gemma Sellers and Jen Greens and Bethan Hay. Thank you so much for the stars. It's really, really appreciated. Each one of them. I'm just like overwhelmed, like you. Thank you for the love. And Nadia was asking what wire thickness is better, and I think that was because we were saying it's 0.8 what Natalie was making the ring with, but sometimes I get like that as well, and Oh, I don't know. It was in a bead club a few weeks ago, and we were working with super doers, and I kept saying gem doers every single time because you get something in your head, it just sort of sticks in there. It's like a song, isn't it?
Yeah. What's lovely about, I mean, this one I've just made in the few minutes we were watching the
Oh,
video.
look at her. Look
Um,
at her. She's like, just before watching, I was like working away here. I got a bit distracted because something fallen off my table, but I don't know what it is because I can't see it. I don't know where is it gone. It could be anything. It's
I
not the
need to
mouse.
check
I
the
got the mouse.
instructions for it.
Right, let me take you down to the demo table so you can put it underneath it there.
You see it. Oh, am I in?
Yeah, that looks
What's
lovely.
lovely about it is the bead still has a little bit of movement in it. So
Yeah,
I find them really nice to be like fidget rings. So if I'm,
just play with
thinking
it.
or yeah. So they could be really good for a little bit of stress relief as well. But one I literally just wound around before secure the sides. And you can do all sorts of different shapes. You could kind of, make a flower looking one like or whatever. But I like the fact that there's still that little bit of movement on the bead where it's just anchored to the wire.
You can make all sorts of different variations, I think, and that's the beauty of it. You can really put your own artistic flair in there, your own ideas, and like you can do you can make 10 rings, and all 10 rings can be different as well. That's why I love, and you can make them to the size you need to make them, and
Yeah.
if you, especially like if you go to a craft fair and you do sell your stuff, if somebody like something, now you can say, well, let me measure your ring. So you got your mandrel, you measure the size of their finger, and they say, oh, come back in half an hour and I have it ready for you, and then you can make it like custom there and then very quickly. Oh, Charlotte sent some stars as well. Thank you so much, Charlotte. It's really, really appreciated. But that's how easy it is. Let me know in the chat. Was it easier or was it harder? What you think? How is it gonna be? Or like, sometimes we look at these things and think, oh my word, I will never be able to make that. And then you look at it and you're like, what? Is it really that easy? So do let me know in your well, Victor's saying still trying to do a bird's nest ring. Let us know in the chat that if it was easier, if it was, how did you find it, that the tutorial? That's the one which is like wound around a bit more. This is when you wish you had like at least like 50 fingers so you can have a ring on each one of them, isn't it? Oh, Lucy's saying basket is full again. Oh, bless you. So we have got limited stock of these because they only had made up so many. So because the way how like they have to break apart the strings for the gemstones and they have to cherry pick each one of them out of the little pot. I think they only made like 40 of each colorway off. So they use one strand of the from the stock. The once that's gone, that's gone. So we have got limited stock of these.
I mean, what's lovely about the kits is obviously just having the different color wire gives a completely different look to each ring. But the variety you're getting in each set as well with the different stones, if you were to do the same style, it would all look completely different. So I think you're getting an awful lot of money there.
Absolutely. Pat is saying, I just wanted to order your bank holiday offer on the 3mm Bicon crystals, 10 for £10, but it didn't carry through the offer. Was there a code to use and did the 10 have to be the same color, please? So there is no code, Pat. You just have to make sure you got 10 crystals in your basket or multiples of 10. But you might only had 9 or one of them maybe a little bit was like not 3mm, it was 4mm. So just make sure they all 3mm and you got 10 in your basket, and the system will automatically add the offer on it. And on the same note, just want to remind you that we got 33% off the embroidery kits this weekend as well. So if you fancy any of the brooches, I should have bought my one down from upstairs. If you fancy any of the brooches, then do go ahead and get it, or pop it in your basket at the same time as you get Natalie's rings. Bethany saying looks really great. Love the way Natalie explains the steps. Oh, I love the way how Natalie explains the steps as well. The video makes it look so simple, but it looks gorgeous. It is really simple. You will be able to do it. I think with wire, you just need to be like confident enough to be able to like pull the wire, and maybe the first couple of rings is going to be your tester pieces, but after that, you're going to get more and more confident with it, and you're just going to keep going and doing them.
I mean, the 0.8 is just, it's so lovely to use. It's really, I always say it's quite malleable. You know, you can bend and shape this with your finger. You don't need to be using any of your tools or, you know, your pliers really up until the point of securing at the sides. So yeah, don't be afraid of it. You can, you know, it bends really lovely. So
Right,
just have a go.
Miriam, thank you so much for the stars. It's really, really appreciated. You're really spoiling us this morning. And we got another question from Charlotte saying, the wire you're using, it won't tarnish, no. So this is the color remain wire, which is sort of a higher quality wire, and it will keep that color for a long, long, long time. It is plated, but the way how they plate it, it's a different one from the cheaper brand. So it's not colored, it's plated, so it will keep it for a long time. This is the same quality wire we use for the trees when we make the trees, and I have a tree, like the little gemstone tree outside on the patio, and it's been in the wind, it's been in the rain, it's been in the sun, and it's still the same and nice wire as it was last year when we made it.
I think with any jewelry you've got, any metal, you know, over time will, you know, start to tarnish slightly, providing you're looking after it. So, you know, don't do the dishes in them, take them off when you shower. The colour on these will last you for a long, long time. You know, they sit quite proud, so, you know, they're not going to catch on anything. They're not going to, you know, scuff around your finger. So if there is any tarnish after months and months of wear, it'd probably just be slightly around your finger. But yeah, just, you know, don't be doing the dishes. Don't do the dishes at all. Get a dishwasher. Someone else to do them.
Absolutely. I'll get someone else to do it for you, like, you know, husband or children or grandchildren or neighbors, nieces, and anybody. See, I'm so klutzy that when I do anything in the kitchen, and what happens is, like, I burn my hands all the time, like all the time. I burn them, and basically Simon banned me to taking things out of the oven. I'm allowed to put them in, but I'm not allowed to take them out. So, oh, Lucy's saying my other half is a dishwasher. Oh, bless. Right. So we had another question from Kitti. How many meters on one spool? So a 0.8 wire has 2.5 meters on it, approximately. So that is enough for a lot of rings per wire.
I mean, for these ones, I'm only, you know, each ring I'm using about 25 centimeters, and you cut off a little bit of your excess. So even if you've got much larger fingers, you're not going to be needing any more than that. So you will get loads out of one reel.
Ruth is saying, sub, no one here but me. Oh, bless you, Ruth. Shall we send you some virtual dishwasher? Will that work? I don't know. But we keep sending virtual hugs and kisses, so I'm sure we could send a virtual dishwasher. Joyce saying, these are so lovely. Thanks for sharing. Charlotte is saying, love the links. They look amazing. Yes, so just have a play. Love the ring. Can we have of Natalie's other makes? Can we have some of Natalie's other makes? Well, you never know, Linda. There's some things might be in the plan. Some other things might be coming very, very soon. Not gonna say anything. I'm gonna zip it, because, like, I always say something and someone's like, oh, like, you did it again. Like, you know, you just can't keep quiet, woman. I was like, no, I can't.
Providing you like stones and wire, the endless possibilities of tutorials in the future.
But let us know as well. Let us know in the comments that, like, what in terms of wire works and wire jewelry, what do you want? What would you like to see? Earrings, necklaces, bracelets, wrapping? I don't know. You see all the techniques, Natalie, what you can do. And then we can let us know what we
I
can
mean, I
do.
like to keep them fairly simple so everybody can have a go. Because, you know, every time we do something, there's always somebody who goes, oh, I'm scared of using wire. So I'm trying to come up with some tutorials and designs which really will give everybody confidence once they've done this. I think, well, that wasn't that hard. So go on, I'll give the next step a go. So everything I do will be simple and elegant. That's what I'm going for.
Yes.
Bit like myself.
Lydia, thank you so much for the stars. Really, really appreciate it. Really spoiling us this morning. Charlotte is saying, how much wire do you use for each ring? So for Natalie's finger size, which is Natalie's finger size is probably like Sarah's finger size, you need about 25 centimeters. For my finger size, you probably need about 30 centimeters of wire per ring. But if you want to make more of a crown on the top of the bead, then just cut it a little bit bigger and then you can wrap around and do all sorts of different things on the top. So you have got 3 spools of wire in each one of the kits. That's the one what Natalie went around a bit more. 3 spools of wire in each one of the kits. You got about 7.5 meters, or let's say 7 meters of wire together. So that's enough. So you got 16 beads. That's more than enough for your rings to make.
If you're, whatever length you cut your wire to, you're starting off by kind of anchoring your bead into the middle of the wire.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter the length. If you've got lots left over, then once you can either do, as Kitti says, a more detailed wrap with it, or you can just cut off the ends. So I don't think you're going to need more than 30 centimeters for each one.
Absolutely. I think, like, you know, but the more you have got left on the end, the more you can make decorations. And you know, when we did the pendant, the gemstone pendants, you could do all the little curls and twirls, and like that one as well. You could do all sorts of different things in it. Patty's saying, I don't wear many rings, but earrings would be great. Kristen is saying, yeah, can't wait to see more. Sheila's saying, earring, please. So we may or may not have actually already talked about earrings. You never know. Question, can you do herringbone wire work, please?
Yes, I can.
Oh, you have to show me because I'm not, you have to send me a picture because I'm not quite sure that,
Maybe
weave,
we could
isn't
do
it?
some herringbone style earrings.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Maybe.
I struggle with names sometimes because I forget what things called and I forget what people called as well. But like,
Some
yes,
people call them
visual.
fishbone.
I'm visual all the way. Geordie was saying I use skull beads with black wire and that looks great as well. You could do some many different things. Kristen is saying pendant, please. Pauline is saying love earrings. What size wire? It was 0.8 millimeter we used. The 1 millimeter is too thick to go to the beads.
And I accidentally said that during the video, and I've not noticed it until just now. And I was thinking, I did say 1 then. It's not. It's 0.8.
Oh, bless. Never mind. Right, so I think that's it from us today. Like, it's been a really quick one and easy one to make, and can't wait to see you, all of your makes, what you're making at home and what rings. And so please pop a picture into one of the groups or send me a picture, or I don't know, write up on the sky or send it in the bottle or mail it or email it or anything. Just
share it on the handmade group.
share on the handmade group. There you go. Because I think each one of us will have like different ideas, and I love wire work because you can really put your artistic flair in it and you can do all sorts of different things with it. Some people prefer to do more simple ones, some people will do more decorations on the top, some people will take it to the next level, and that's all really good and fine. Shira's got a question. If you swirling the wire around the bead to look like a flower, do you anchor the wire at the sides before you do this one after?
I will show you, I'll do another tutorial where I'll show you a technique like the earrings I'm wearing today and with the ring of how to get a proper rose. It's
You need to weave it
quite
in and out, isn't it?
yeah. If I just show you very, very quickly kind of the technique you're going for. Can you see there? You want to try and start to get your wire. Let me just move this one over. So they cross over with each other. So if you've got it at kind of like a 90-degree angle around your bead, you're moving your top one underneath, and then it just keep kind of swapping them over, and then you'll start to get those kind of petal shapes. Can you see that?
Yeah. I think we're gonna have we will do like a proper demo on this one, because I think that ring looks really, really pretty, and it deserves a proper demo.
All you need to do is, if you are going to use extra wire to make curls and twists like on this one, make sure that when you're curling them in with your round nose pliers, that your ends are fully tucked in, so they're not going to scratch on anything or catch your clothing or your skin.
Sarah was asking, could I please have a link to the handmade group? Lucy's gonna pop it in there. If you are Lucy, please pop it into the chat for Sarah, so she can join the handmade group. It's just like-minded people, really, sharing their own things. And oh, thank you, Kitti and Miss Gemstone. I think that's name is going to stuck with you now.
That's fine. It's the best nickname I've had.
Oh, bless. Right, everybody. Oh, yes, and Lucy just popped the link in. So if you click on that link, it will take you to the handmade group, and then you can follow in. There's a couple of questions that you need to answer on your buy-in, and that's it. Right, so that's it from us today. I hope you enjoyed our little make. I am gonna have a go at this, and I should have started like. Simon brought the kids home for me, and I should have just sit here, and I should have did it at the same time as you doing it. I was gonna do it, but I think I left them outside in the kitchen. So never mind. But I'm gonna have a go at this, and I'm gonna make some. And like once you get comfortable with like these smaller 8mm beads, you can go larger, and you could do all sorts of different bits of pieces. You can use up your more expensive gemstones as well, because don't forget, like down the line, like this is a color remain wire, so the color is gonna be like that for a long time. But don't forget, 6 months down the line, if like, you know, you did do the washing up in your ring, and you did have a shower in your ring, and like you did all those things and gardening in the ring like I do, then you can always cut your wire, rescue the bead, and redo your ring, because that wire is like £2.50 for a spool, so you don't lose anything with it. Right, everybody's saying thank you, Natalie. It's absolutely fabulous. Have a very good rest of your weekend. And yes, it's bank holiday, so tomorrow we're still home, aren't we? Oh, like that's Lucy's talking to somebody else to drop a message. Right, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Natalie, so much to come on.
Thank you for
and
having me.
share us your wisdom, and we will be back very, very soon. Bye, everybody. Bye.